Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of The Run with Manny Wilson, and I am your host, Manny Wilson. Man, we got a special guest in the building today, and he is back to redeem himself of some silly things he said way back in the past. But you know what? He's here to make it right, and we can't wait to have him. So y'all give my guest a warm welcome. My boy JB, Justin Black. What's the deal, my guy? What's going on with you?
What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Ready to redeem myself. And I'm excited, bro. Thank you for welcoming me back.
Yeah, ain't no problem, bro. I'm so glad to have you back. So, man, let's just jump straight into it, dog. We talking about the playoffs this mid-season. If the playoffs was to end right now at this very moment, like as soon as we got off the call, the playoffs was like, you know what? All right. Or Adam Silver was like, we gonna start it up right now. Who are you taking to take the finals on from both conferences?
All right, so both conferences from the East. Can I say the Pistons? I'm joking.
Boy, hey, you was
We're not in the playoffs.
We was about to get on you.
Now, I'm back to make some more crazy takes, but I'm good. But from the East right now, man, I don't know. I wasn't expecting to see what I'm seeing from the Sixers right now.
Yeah.
Like, I was one of those people that was kind of like, I don't know. James Harden, he been with CP3.
Yeah.
He been with Russ. He been with Dwight. It ain't work out. And he with KD. It ain't work out. I'm not going to jump off the, Bucks bandwagon. But I will pick them as my, that's going to be the Eastern Conference Finals right there. Sixers and the Bucks.
You got Sixers and Bucks.
I'm going to go with the reigning Finals MVP. I'm going to go with the Bucks, but I'm going to say
okay.
Like a Game 7. He going to drop like a 30, 40 game in the Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals. So I'm going to go with the Bucks for the East.
Okay. I can respect that. Now you picking the Bucks in Philly to match up come finals. That's a safe way to go. I'm not really upset at you for doing that. I think previously when I visited this topic, Bucks were definitely in that conversation for me. I had that same initial thought just for the fact that they had the same exact team that they have when they won a championship. Only thing they missing is PJ Tucker. But I'm like, they still got everybody else. So that was something that was huge for me and why I'm like, okay, I don't know, the Bucks probably gonna get there. But the Philly, man, they look good this season. Like I know it's only been a couple games, but they've been looking good. So I respect that too. Now, my only concern, I gotta say this because I'm a fan of this team. And you probably know where I'm going. The Brooklyn Nets, man. You just gonna lead them out like that? What's up? What's up? You just gonna lead the Brooklyn Nets out?
I think we gotta see. Like, when was the last time we seen Ben Simmons play? Like in the playoffs, last time we seen Ben Simmons play. No offense, but like he was missing a bunch of free throws. He was nervous to take shots. Like, come on now. Like, I can't put my faith in that. I can't put my faith in somebody we ain't seen play in a year who was scared to take shots and all that. Now, What I will say is he got some pressure lifted off of him because he's playing with Kyrie and KD.
Mm-hmm.
But both of them, they get injured a lot. So, like, you just kind of don't know what to expect. And I think they will be up there. I think last time I checked, they like eighth in the East right now. So they got some ways to go. They got some ways to go. But like, if they was to go far, they probably gonna have to play the Bucks and the Sixers.
Yeah.
And the Sixers. So,
yeah.
You think they could take out both them powerhouses? I don't know.
I do. And look, let me tell you, obviously health is a huge concern in this conversation. And that goes with any team that we talk about. And Brooklyn Nets, that's been their biggest challenge so far, is staying healthy. But if they're healthy, even if they just have Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving, like that already kind of gives them somewhat of a chance. Because they got depth in that trade. That trade with Brooklyn,
they got Seth Curry was a big one. I don't know why the Sixers let him go. I wouldn't have let him go.
It was smart. It was smart on both sides because from Brooklyn's perspective, it's like, okay, well, we know they want Harden. Harden doesn't want to play for us, so let's just get what we can. We know Ben Simmons wants to leave, so let's add something to the deal, because I know how much they really want Harden too. So it kind of worked out, and I think it was a smart move for both teams, obviously. But with Ben Simmons coming back, I think, and you said it earlier, is he's not going to have to do as much. He's not going to have to do as much. And that's the same with Andre Drummond. And that's why he's been fitting in pretty good, because he doesn't have to do as much as he had to do when he was in Cleveland, Detroit, and all these other places. All he got to do is rebound and get a ball to KD or Kyrie. And it's going to be like the same thing for Ben Simmons, because they not expecting Ben Simmons to come in and have to shoot the ball or know how to shoot the ball. No, he just got to catch an alley-oop, be in the right place at the right time, and pretty much play cleanup, man, to be honest.
Exactly. I mean, that's the good part. I mean, and like I watched the game, or at least watched the highlights of the game the other day, where they played Milwaukee, and they did their thing. They look pretty good. So I think KD set on revenge for losing against the Bucks. So I think it will be tough, but I think you get a championship team, and those championship moments, they playing great players. And I think the Nets, they fell off so bad. Like, how many teams can be on with an 8-9 game losing streak and then come back and win a championship? I just don't think it's possible.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you're right. Yeah, that is a crazy storyline. I'll admit that right off the back. That's a crazy storyline. But I think, hey, as Kevin Garnett said a long time ago, anything is possible. Yep, you already know it. So it's definitely possible. Will it take a lot of work? Absolutely. But I kind of got faith in the Brooklyn Nets still. But it's going to be tough to have to beat these other powerhouses in the East, because the East is super competitive this season. And I mean, I love it. So let's jump to the West, man. Let's hear who your top dogs in the Western Conference is.
I feel like that's a lot easier. It's already, I ain't going to say it's set in stone, but like, I feel like we already kind of know in the back of our head what's going to be the Western Conference Finals. So, top 2 seeds, Golden State and Phoenix, probably going to be the top 2. And they're probably going to go head-to-head, Western Conference Finals. And I'm putting my money on Steph. Steph, he been there before. And even though, Phoenix got championship experience too now. But I don't think in those type of moments you bet against Steph. You bet against Clay. You bet against Draymond.
Yeah.
We come back soon. I don't think you bet against that. And they on the mission to prove themselves. And yeah, Phoenix lost in the championship last year. They got something to prove too. But like, we're talking a dynasty pretty much. Like they got something to prove. Like they really trying to come for people's throats. So I think I would choose Golden State to go to the championship.
I can agree with that, and I can really agree with that. And I think, again, similar to Brooklyn, a huge part in it plays to the injuries, the health, because Draymond isn't playing right now, because Clay is kind of getting his groove back, and Clay, he's getting that groove back for sure. So it's without a doubt that it's gonna be dangerous. But those two teams, like you mentioned, between the Suns and the Warriors, I think it's gonna come down to those two. And I know we probably gonna get a lot of slack for leaving out the Memphis Grizzlies. You got a comment or anything on the Memphis Grizzlies?
They too young. They too new. I mean, don't get me wrong. One of my favorite players that I'm watching right now is Ja Morant. That's first off. I mean, I know everybody was going crazy about Ja versus Zion. Ja is proven to be like, hey, we probably should have took him number 1 overall. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But Ja's that dude, and the Grizzlies, they a great team. I think they're a couple more pieces away. They need a number 2. They need they need some more experience probably. Yeah, they got
to get to the finals and lose, or get get on a deep playoff run and lose a couple times.
They probably gonna get kicked out like second round of the playoffs. I don't think they're gonna be on the big run. So
this might be the year they get close, and they can take Phoenix or the Warriors to like maybe 6 games, but I don't think they win a 7-game series at most. Yeah, it's a good matchup. Yeah, it's a solid matchup, but I just don't think they walk away with the win. Like you said, 1 too young, and I think it's only Steven Adams on that team that has playoff experience. Yeah. So
Ja.
You said who else?
Not even Ja got. It's crazy. good start.
Oh yeah.
But, I just think he's too young.
Yeah, I think we just got to, and this Memphis team here, they kind of remind me of, what was it? What year was it? Maybe 2011? Maybe 2011 Memphis Grizzlies with Tony Allen and Rudy Gay and Mike Conley. Like, they were a phenomenal team, and their roster was stacked, but it was just, they were young, and then the competition at that time was just tremendous. So because you had Kobe, you had Dirk, you had the Spurs, like that comp during that time was so crazy. But I say they kind of remind me of this team because they have a good roster. They just kind of gotta get that experience. And if these guys stay together, then they can be that big threat that we're seeing right now. We see that promise in them right now. They can be that big threat and live up to it.
Yeah, I mean, what the difference is, back then they had a solid team. Kind of reminds you of like a 04 Pistons type of team. But with this squad, they got a legit superstar. They got Ja Morant. Back in the day, if they put Ja Morant on that team, then they could have probably did something. Got closer to a championship. But now they got a legit superstar, and I think they got a better chance now than they did back then to get a championship. But just not yet.
I agree. I can agree with that. I like that. But we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna touch on this MVP topic next because we gotta have this conversation. There's been so many things heating up about who's MVP and who's gonna win, and we gotta have this conversation next. So stay tuned. We're gonna take a quick little break and then we're gonna jump right back into it.